Cafe Nero! I knew you'd come. I just wanted a coffee there.
And I knew extra cream.
That's why I knew you'd come. I wanted extra cream in my coffee.
Oh no.
Hello everybody, and welcome to the second match of King of Trios 2K16. It's Team Lucha Underground versus Team West Coast CAWs, the Suicide Squad.
Hooray.
It's actually taking place in the Suicide Squad arena in
Hooray.
Honolulu.
Hawaii,
yes, that's correct.
Of course, Hawaii, a big urban area.
That's right. Well, you can see that, we had a bit of a job with car parking, so they've actually had to park the cars inside the arena. It's a bit like that Combat Zone wrestling show where the lights went out, so they had to get people to drive the cars up to the ring and turn the lights on. Seriously. It's in a Botchamania video, Lights Out, when the lights went out.
Right.
It was kind of like in celebration of that match between Eddie Edwards and Aaron Rex at TNA Bound for Glory when the lights went off.
Oh, God.
And people started chanting, "Pay your light bill." And at that point, the former Damien Sandow must have been thinking to himself, for fuck's sake, what have I done here? So, yes, this is Team Lucha Underground here. It is the Man of 1,000 Deaths, Mil Muertes, Pentagon Jr., and Prince Puma. Now, these guys don't get along with each other, but they're going to have to try and coexist here if they're going to advance in this tournament. Because they're going to be taking on the Suicide Squad, the team that representing our buddy West Coast CAWs. And that's going to consist of Harley Quinn, Deadshot, and El Diablo.
The fiery bloke.
That fiery bloke who died, I think, during Suicide Squad?
Maybe?
I don't know, because I've kind of forgotten that film. I've got a hard-on for Doctor Strange now. I would have watched it by the time you see this video, so expect Doctor Strange to show up in All-CAW Wrestling at some point as well. Providing someone's made him on Community Creations, of course. Anyway, hello there, I'm the Big Daddy D.
I'm the Little Daddy E.
And thank you for joining in for another episode of All-CAW Wrestling, as we see Team West Coast CAWs making their way out here. Wow. And Harley Quinn's got a jizz rag in her hand for some reason.
No, it's a Jack and G. God,
she's probably just finished wiping off Mr. J after he's finished.
Stop!
Yes.
Stop!
We've got the old fireworks going. So, thank you for everyone that watched last week's double helping episode, both the Halloween Royal Rumble and the King of Trios match between the Unholy Lights and the Wyatt Family. Now, the winner of this match are going to go on to face the Wyatt Family in round 2 of King of Trios. But during last weekend, we asked a couple of questions of the All-CAW Wrestling universe. We want to know what scary movies gave you nightmares because it was Halloween. We wanted to know what suggestions you would like to see for, like Prince Puma had won the Lucha Underground Royal Rumble that we had. What should Prince Puma get as a result of that? What should Stitch, bloody Stitch of all people, get a result of winning the 40-man Halloween Royal Rumble that we had last year? And also we had this weird thing as well where you took an existing film and put ing at the end of it, and what kind of film is it now? So we asked you to leave comments and we were swamped by them, and the following are our favourites. So let's just take a look. 1989 Worms 1. He said the movie that he watched last Sunday and gave him nightmares was Underworld Awakening, released in 2002. It gave me nightmares just watching a werewolf transformation and the flying demons flying across the town and destroying it. I can't say much details about it, just watch the movie and you'll see what I mean. He wants to see Stitch against the current D-League champion Donkey Kong. He also wants to see Sonic EXE, which is a dark and scary version of Sonic the Hedgehog. Who's that?
I don't know, and I don't want it.
Sonic EXE. Is that something we're going to have a search for on YouTube?
No, it's just creepy. It's just crappy creepypastas.
Oh, okay. I suppose if
it's one of the ones where it's like, what if the game was Steve-O?
Okay. I suppose if we wanted to turn Sonic the Hedgehog into a heel in All-CAW Wrestling, that'd be one way of doing it. Daniel Scarlett says he wants to see Stitch versus Spider-Man for the All-CAW Wrestling World Heavyweight title. Oh, God.
Kaijusaurus says, my Godzilla core is black. Okay, Kaijusaurus.
That was on a different video.
Oh.
Jack Denton puts hashtag Stitch for World Champ. Good God. Johan Arnie Andresen says, I want to see Stitch take on the Punisher in a New York City street fight. So, wow, despite the fact that we didn't want to see Stitch winning that Royal Rumble, we've We've got quite a few requests there to see him in a number of matches. Johan also said that seeing Jafar in genie form biting the dust in Return of Jafar gave him nightmares as a kid. It's Aladdin Return of Jafar. I don't think we've seen that one, have we?
It's one of the direct-to-DVD sequels.
Ah, that's probably why we've not seen it then.
Like Cinderella 2.
Cinderella 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Yes.
Harley Quinn's in there with Pentagon Jr. and she's not afraid to mix with the men, as you can see.
She's beating the crap out of the Pentagon.
That's it. We're all about equal opportunities ass-kicking here in All-CAW Wrestling. You know, we're not going to be like it is on WWE Raw where, you know, we have this big contract signing between Sasha Banks and Charlotte. Again, it's Mick Foley that does most of the talking. Good one. Tiger X5 said, believe it or not, when I was a little kid, Shere Khan from the Jungle Book scared me. I had nightmares about being attacked by a tiger for a long time after that. You know, funnily enough, the live-action Jungle Book, the one that's got Idris Elba as the voice of Shere Khan, he is bloody scary in that.
Yep.
Spoiler alert, he kills Arkayla.
Well, that's fudged.
And it's like, that didn't happen in the cartoon. Bloody hell.
You try to go to sleep at night, you just hear Idris Elba whispering in your ears.
Yeah. Rick C wants to see Stitch versus the Kratos for the hardcore title. And he's not a fan of Five Nights at Freddy's, but he wanted to point out that Bonnet is in fact a male. He's got a schlong dong. Cringe.
Oh boy.
And he also commented on putting ing at the end of a film title, Sausage Partying, a story of a bunch of homosexual German men butt fucking each other, dropping the soap and sword fighting in a prison shower room.
Okay.
He also wants to see us get rid of Braun Strowman and bring it back Luke Harper. Although we could very well end up bringing in Randy Orton. He's apparently joined the Wyatt family. He's going to have to grow himself a beard in the next few weeks, if that's the case. Also, Rick C wants to see Prince Puma versus Spider-Man. He says that would be awesome. I agree. That sounds like a main event, does that? Lucha Underground versus Marvel Comics of All-CAW Wrestling.
Yay!
But if you don't want to do that, put Prince Puma against the Punisher or Donkey Kong for their titles. He also says, I don't recall any movies giving me nightmares, but a lot of them could very well, like the Self-Destruction of the Ultimate Warrior DVD. Yes, that wasn't good.
He's given us everything.
Yes.
Hooray.
Let's take a look. Jamal Williams said that the video was ruined by the girl screaming in the background. I don't know what he's talking about. I did hear a lot of strange noises in that arena last week.
What?
I don't know what he means. Let's have a look. Transylvania 5600 just said Days of Our Life. So I'm guessing that gave him nightmares. Hang on a minute, we're seeing some double team action here. It looks like Team Lucha Underground are going to give you more bang for your buck. Bloody hell, Mil Muertes with a moonsault off the top rope.
Can he do that? Maybe.
I don't know.
Also, Transylvania 5600 also said Potato Wing. Is Potato a movie?
He also said Creepshow as well, so I'm guessing that gave him a nightmare as well. Wesley Landon Woodsley said that the Whites remind me of a cross between the movie Deliverance and Duck Dynasty. We'll put it this way, if the Wyatt family come out and they're playing banjos, run like fuck.
Run!
What else have we got? Mega Racer 25, he says, right, I'm going to tell a true story here, Big Daddy D. When I was 12 and my parents had a weenie roast Halloween party at their house.
Where you do hot dogs.
Oh, is that what a weenie is?
I think that's what American people say
Okay.
hot dogs are.
I was in the living room with my cousins just chatting away until my stepmother put in the VHS tape of John Carpenter's Halloween in the VCR, and it was R-rated, and I couldn't believe that my stepmother let me and my cousins watch it. So I watched the whole movie, it gave me nightmares, but ever since that I've watched that movie, I'm a fan of Michael Myers and still am. Well, you've got a cool stepmother, that's all I can say. And El Diablo just dropped Mil Muertes right on his face there. Deadshot comes in to stop Pentagon Jr. from making the pinfall. He's going for the pin. Oh, Prince Puma didn't get there in time. Suicide Squad, aka Team West Coast CAWs, win this match by pinfall.
That's convenient. We got a chance to read out pretty much all the comments.
We did. So thank you for taking the time to read out, to comment on the video. Those were all our favourites that we picked out there. I am liking the sound of Prince Puma versus Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And as far as Stitch is concerned, you want to see Stitch against Spider-Man, you want to see him against Punisher, you want to see him against Donkey Kong, you want to see him against Kratos. Do we put him against all 4 champs and see
at the same time?
And see if he survives?
We'll put him against all 4 champs. It'll be a 4-way backstage brawl.
Yeah. Put a vote in. Who out of those 4 do you want to see Stitch? Whoever gets the most votes gets the match. So, Team West Coast CAWs, the Suicide Squad, advance to the next round, Jizz Rag and all, where they will face the Wyatt Family. And coming up next week, as you can see in the tournament bracket, which we'll update when we come on to round 2, it's going to be The New Day. Yes, it is. It'll be Big E, Xavier Woods, and Kofi Kingston taking on the 2 sweet elite team members of the Bullet Club, Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks. But be sure to come back tomorrow, for we're going to have ourselves another double helping weekend. We're going to have Ramner's Rules 8, 2K 60 Degrees of Kevin Bacon. And there was no Batman cosplayers in the town centre this week, so instead here's a picture of Heidenreich with chocolates.
Hello, Heidenreich.
At least I hope it's chocolates.
Hey. He stares. He'll never stop staring.
No. I wonder what he sees. I wonder if he can see.
Those are the eyes of a determined man. He's going to take that chocolate, turn that some bitch sideways, and shove it up your chocolate ass.
Those are the eyes of the man who wants to butt-fuck Michael Cole.
He's looking towards the announcer's table. A look of sheer rage.
Come here, Michael.
This isn't chocolate. You should just know of my skills.
Gonna do it to Sanchez. Bye. See you next week.